I'm next to the entrance to the temple, and we know that according to the Greek and the Catholic, Mary served the temple until she got her first period. Then this is the entrance, and I want you to understand it. I want you to know it because we are going to travel to the birthplace of Mary. The first one. The second one will be the Greek Orthodox part, and the second one will be the Catholic one. Then the beginning of that video will be the same for those two videos, but the rest will be different. Next to us is the Lion's Gate, which is the name, but the name that Arab actually holding for that. That gate is the Lady of Mariam. Right there, the Lady of Mariam. If we'll go all the way there, Mary, we will find the tomb of Mary. A very important issue is the meeting between the parents of Mary, according to that tradition that actually happened not so far away from here at the Golden Gate, which is right there. And then just remember that the beginning of that video will be the same, the rest will be different. Just to show you that Mary is here. Here it is. Sitna Mariam, the Lady Mary. This is a hammam, but it's actually around the house of Mary. We are next to St. Anne Church, or the entrance to the church. The birthplace of Mary and the Pools of Bethesda. Let's go in. You can see here Crusader church with a beautiful echo. You can hear the echo. But at the time of Saladin, he actually he didn't destroy the church because Mary was very important for the Muslims, but he turned it into a school. Later on, the Ottomans that got help by the French people gave it to the French. Today it belongs to the French people. The church was rebuilt because, you know, they didn't use it for a long time, and at 1887 or 1888, the French Catholic, the White Robes fathers got it, and until today it belongs to them. They usually were missionary in Africa, but except of it, it's right here. The Cardinal de Vigerie, French Catholic cardinal, he is the father of another order, Catholic order, in Africa. Catholic missionary in Africa, at the beginning at North Africa, like Algeria, Morocco. They try to be as close as they can to the French, to the local Arab people. They dress like them, they talked Arabic, and later on they entered to Africa, the Black Africa in a way. 21 countries They are working in 21 countries in in Africa, and he is the head of the White Robe White Robe order, Catholic order. But why the missionary of Africa came to here? Why France actually asked them to visit that place? Haha, easy. The Muslims here spoke Arabic. In that case, the White Robe order knew how to deal with that. Then in that case, they gave it to them. And the cardinal is in front of you. Here you can see him dressed like an Arab guy. 1856. That used to be a seminar of all the seminar students from all over the Arab world, but because it, in 1967 became to be part of Israel, the seminar moved to Lebanon. The French order and the French government started to buy more land, for example, that land, and then they found the Pool of Bethesda. Until then, they thought that the pool was at the place that I started the video. It doesn't look like a pool, but there is a pool. It's called Israel Pool. But now they discover the ancient Pool of Bethesda. Then in that case, it's the house of Mary, the birthplace of Mary, and the pools. 2 in 1 ticket, because it costs money to enter. We are here just one day after the birth of the Mother of God, the birth of Mary. I'm so happy to be here. There is a new museum, reopened the museum that used to be there. Let's go to see it. There is a new museum that was opened lately. Not everything is important to see, but we are talking about the pools and the church on top of it from the 5th century, and a little bit from the 5th century is in front of you. You can see part of the ambo. This is the stairs of the ambo. If you'll go to the 5th century church, you can see it right there. And the fence around the altar was found too. Another important thing of the 5th century church is mosaic floor and colors. Part of it is from 12th century, part of it is from the 5th century church. Another important thing that I loved here is 19th century panels that used to be at the site of Mary's birthplace. You can see Anna and Joachim and Adam and Eve, the first sinners. That's why Jesus has to be born. And there are so many things from different times, but I want you to understand, church, before that, the pagans use it as a pool of healing pool. Remember the story of Jesus and the handicapped man is the same thing, but this is between Christianity and Judaism. Asclepius, for example, you see the snakes. Then there's so many things to talk about it, but we don't have a lot of time. Amazing, isn't it? The Pool of Bethesda includes 2 pools, and you will see it, but one of it starts from here. They cover it. You cannot see a lot of it, except of walking down there to see it. to see the remains of it. Every church is around 50 plus, 40 plus meters. It's quite big and quite deep. Look at the church itself with an amazing acoustic, and the birthplace of Mary is just beneath it. Now, this is the northern part of the Pool of Bethesda. As you can see, it's not so full with water, but if you look at that, you can see how deep it is. And there are two churches above it. The big one that started from here all over there. You can see one apse, second apse, and the third one is from the 5th century. Remember, we saw a little bit of it at the museum. And the Crusader church is actually a small one. That's the first one, but they built the second church dedicated to the birth of Mary. Remember the Roman time between the Jewish and the Christian? That one. And that part is actually the small pools, temples for to cure the Romans. Right there, it's the room of the martyrium. We saw, no, we didn't see it, but there is a wonderful mosaic floor, and they cover it because of the sun, but it's beautiful. I remember that I saw it, and the martyrs were buried there. This is the martyrium, and again, the mosaic is beautiful. You can see part of it right there. I mean, part of it, painting, pictures of it, sorry. I remember it as beautiful mosaic. You can see some of the columns from the 5th century. This is a new one, but this is, the upper part is old one, new one. You can see the apse here as well. We are at the border between the southern pool and the northern pool, which not a lot, you cannot see a lot of it. And from the time of King Herod, later on, it was cover. You can see all the dirt that they had to take out to excavate it. And look at the stairs there. Maybe the hill man was there and he tried to enter the water when it started to wave, but he couldn't do that for 38 years. Then maybe here Jesus saw him. Can you understand the meaning of it to be here together with Jesus? Huh? Can you believe it? This is the church that dedicated to the Jesus and the poor man that didn't enter to the water for 38 years. Beneath us, we found a Roman water system from the time of Alia Capitolina between Christianity after Judaism. This is a Byzantine part, maybe part of a 5th century Adokia church, and above it, it's the Crusader church. We are now inside the church. We were standing outside, and you can see the same thing, Byzantine time, and then above it, the Crusader time. And at time of the Romans, Alia Capitolina, it looks like they didn't use all of the pools, and they create themselves a kind of a water system, which is downstairs. Believe me, trust me, there's a little bit of water there. And Jesus said to the man who had been healed for 38 years, "Rise, take your pallet and walk." They are going to close their church. You can see a Salahadin inscription. Now look at that. I didn't see it until now. You can see the inscription in Arabic, but you can see above it Santa Ana in English. Oh, in Latin. The statue of Hannah and Mary used to be at the altar and moved to here. But look how beautiful is the Crusader church. At the 12th century, they covered it with frescoes with so many colors. Remember, we saw at the museum some of those frescoes. Today it's white, but it wasn't like that. This is the house of Hannah and Joachim, and the funny thing here is that this is about the birthplace of Jesus, not of Saint Mary. This is the chapel of the birthplace of Mary, but before that, this is the tomb of Leon Lecan that is excavated here, and the museum is full with his items. Up. Did it! And I'm so happy that you could see the birthplace of Mary as well. Let me organize the camera. We're climbing up from the crypt and we're going out of the beautiful Crusader church that used to be covered with so many. You can see Byzantine church, stone that the Crusader used as a secondary, yes. They had a clock, a bell tower, but it'd been destroyed in one of the earthquakes, and no one actually rebuilt it. Remember, we are now at the Siloam Pool, and you can see a little bit of it there. This is part of the end of the pool. Amazing, isn't it? Siloam Pool. See how big was the Pool of Bethesda. Where, guys, that was, I think, a nice video of the Pool of Bethesda with so many things that I'm not sure that I knew. Then that's the idea: studying, and more studying. This is, it was a nice video of Bethesda Pools and St. Anna Church. Guys, if you reach that point, it means that you are better than so many others. Don't forget to subscribe me, and if you want to help me a little bit more, look at that. Next to the like button there's a shape of a heart. You can support my channel through there. At the description you will find 2 more links, so buy me a coffee and PayPal. You're the only income of mine, and if you can do that, and look at the olive fruit right here. Thank you very much. Bye bye.